Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest. Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Here we go. What? 380. Yes, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Don't get nervous. Check. Ran, up. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Ran, up. Alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 18.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Check, watch it before. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Sponge. No.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Akeem Hicks. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Out. You gonna take.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch 50. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll find Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Both balls to Mike. Mike's both balls.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Good job right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 6 guys. 4 down. 19. 44, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. It's complete. It's Miller. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Move. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. 18. Hey, Zoo.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Showing up. Kill.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Check tight. Check tight. 12.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back to you.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Game situation. Let's go. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, alert. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Check 26, check 26. Shift. Check. Hey, 18.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 26 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Get the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Alert.
They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Slam. Alert. Mike's by 4. They can't hang with us. Alert. 10.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 30. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Bears first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
22 jet bombers. Hey, run. Let's go, Mike 50. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Lynch, and he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert.
Here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Ran. Check. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Trubisky to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's just me. Work. Ran, bang, bang, bang.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Mike Spofo. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Lynch. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Myers' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down, Chicago.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Ran, come. Here we go, 50. Mike 50. You ain't good.
Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cohen. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey, ball. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.